What's up, Taurus? Welcome to Let Me Read You Tarot. My name is E. I am here to do you guys' Pink Light Special reading. Something new I'm trying out. This reading will be for anyone who has Taurus as their sun, moon, or rising, as well as Venus. Obviously, this is a very general reading, so it will not apply to every single Taurus. And I also want you guys to keep in mind that the cards deal with energy. So not all the time this is you. Sometimes this is someone in your environment or someone who's coming in your space with this energy, okay? So Taurus, you guys got denial as your soul lesson right now. And it says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So there could be something that you're not ready to deal with, or you don't want to face it, or maybe you're putting something off and acting like it's not a thing. Maybe there's some doubt, okay? And the best thing you can do is to accept something as it is, okay? And to just take it head on. Because most of the time when we do that, we create like depression, we create anxiety for ourselves. And we create this like illusion, okay? So whatever you are like not or haven't been accepting as your truth, now is the time to accept that and to prepare yourself to take it head on, okay? Just deal with it so that it can be a thing behind you, okay? A thing of the past. Taurus, I feel like a lot of you guys may come from a very huge family. Maybe you have a lot of brothers and sisters, or maybe a lot of like cousins or something like that. I'm just getting a very huge family. And I'm also feeling like there's this energy of a blended family. So maybe you had a mate and maybe your mate had kids before they met you, and then you meet someone who also has kids, and now you're all a Brady Bunch type of energy. So I am getting this energy of like a blended family. I feel like when it comes to your family, I am feeling a lot of support and love and closeness and just good times. But on a spiritual level, Taurus, because your reading is kind of like choppy too, so I'm definitely going to have to clarify for you guys. I feel like a lot of you guys are going through a spiritual awakening right now. So again, maybe you're in denial of some of the things that you're seeing, especially if you're going through the dark night of the soul. And when you're going through the dark night of the soul, this is when you are like finding out a lot of, you can call it negative aspects or personality traits that you may have, like those shadow aspects of yourself that we deny. So like during your spiritual awakening, you could be kind of like really in your own darkness. A lot of you guys who are already out on the other side of that, your spiritual gifts are like increasing, okay? Like you are becoming maybe more psychic, maybe more clairaudient, maybe you are a visionary, maybe you are a person who has very vivid dreams, or you know how to maybe you may be having some telepathic, communication type of things happening right now. I just feel like the door to spirit is open right now. So paranormal activity, if you see something shoot past your door and you think you tripping, you're not. I just feel like right now the veil is very thin for you guys, and I feel like there's a lot of healing that is taking place, whether you can see it or not. There's a lot of healing that is taking place right now. There may be like for those of you who are Christian or practice a religion, especially if you're practicing like doing Ramadan right now, I kind of feel like, yeah, you definitely are having like spiritual experiences. And I feel like these experiences, no one will believe unless they were with you. Like you, unless you have a cosigner, they're going to think you crazy. Okay. I also feel like angel number 456 is very significant. So I will look up the meaning of that. But Taurus, I feel like, yeah, speaking of that dark night of the soul, and having your spiritual awakening, you got the Fool here, and this woman is in complete darkness. She doesn't know what's ahead. She can barely see, it's really dark. She can't see what's around her. But this is all about, this is a part of your spiritual awakening. And what I love about the Fool is it's not about who you used to be. It's who you have the potential to become. So this is definitely a new cycle, a new journey that's getting ready to open up for you. And I think you need to focus more so on the journey and not the destination. Okay, so don't worry about, oh, I want to be married, or I want to be here by this time. Like, don't worry about all of that. Just enjoy the journey, because the journey is what's going to give you the wisdom, what's going to give you the experience. And so just kind of like, take on that foolish energy. Maybe you need to be a little bit more optimistic. Your faith, okay, heavy on the faith, could be being tested at this time or being restored. I feel like there's something about a new page, something about you needing to create a new page. Or there's something with the internet here, okay? So I don't know if you're an internet personality or something's taking place on the internet. But I also feel like there's this energy of waiting, Taurus. I don't know what you're waiting on. There's something you've invested in, whether this be your career, a relationship, whatever it is. There's something you invested in, and you're kind of like waiting to see if you're going to receive like the fruit. Are you going to reciprocate what you put out? And, the thing about the Three of Wands is it's a gamble. Not all the time what we put out, whether it be love or money or whatever, it's not a guarantee we're going to get it back. So the Three of Wands for me is a watching and waiting card, I feel like Pisces and an Aries may be significant to you in some sort of way. There's some level of there's a hidden aspect to something here, okay? Some level of secrecy. There's also a need for you to use your intuition at this time and trust your intuition in all things. I don't care what it pertains to. Your intuition may be very, very high at this time. So trust what it is that you see, feel, hear. Okay, all that. So let's get into why is the Fool here, because your reading is rather choppy. So let's see, why is the Fool here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? Okay, ooh, the Six of Swords. So yeah, Six of Swords is about moving. It could be literally relocating. But the Six of Swords also is about moving away from troublesome times, moving into a much more peaceful state. So that could be either your desire or what you're working towards, okay? The Six of Swords for me is, like I said, literally moving. So some of you guys could be relocating or thinking about it or starting over. Okay, I'm getting this energy of having to start over, and that might be a good thing, Taurus. I don't know what this is pertaining to, but starting over is not going to be a bad thing for you guys. Why is the Three of Wands here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising? Oh, look at this. So some of you guys are newly, just had a baby, or there's some pregnancy here. Pregnancy news, especially with the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Empress. So a lot of you guys may be hearing some news. If there's something you've been waiting on, I don't know if this is a result, if you're waiting on a result to something or an outcome, or again, if you wanted to find out if you thought you were pregnant or something like that, I kind of feel like you may be finding out that you are, or you could have just recently be a new mother or father. Maybe you've been waiting to give birth here, or you're a new mother. I'm getting a new parents here, or newlyweds. Whatever it is that you are waiting on, whatever action that you're, maybe you're waiting on the green light, whatever that is, it is coming in, because you got a lot of cards about action and moving and traveling. Okay, so if you're waiting for that news or that travel news is coming to you. Why is the High Priestess here? Because I'm getting the energy that something is about to happen very quickly. Okay, something may go from literally 0 to 100. The Fool is the 0. Why is the High Priestess here? Ooh, what did I say? New parents. So somebody here is about to find out that they are pregnant, or maybe you haven't told people yet. Maybe you're waiting to tell people this news. I don't know. I'm getting the energy that somebody here may be finding out that they are pregnant, or hearing something about someone being pregnant. Okay, but you got the Nine of Swords coming out here. So is there worry, stress? Maybe this is not all that's going on in your life. Maybe you just had a baby, and maybe, something else is going on. It could be when it rains, it storms kind of vibe here. Maybe there's a lot going on at one time. Because the Nine of Swords is about being stressed, worried, you know, anxiety, fear. So some of you guys may have PTSD or battle mental health, or again, maybe you have very vivid dreams, nightmares, can't sleep. Maybe you're up all night, maybe and sleep all day. You know, that's the vibe I'm getting. I'm going to clarify the Fool. Why is the Fool here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising? Change. Yeah, so somebody here is definitely moving. I'm getting something about relocating or moving, packing up, starting over again. So I don't know who this is for. Maybe you're thinking about this. Maybe you're waiting to hear news from this apartment or this job. Maybe you just got a job in another city or an apartment in another. I don't know. I'm just getting like movement here. Why is the Three of Wands here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? Why is the Three of Wands and the Eight of Wands here for Taurus? Yeah, again. Oh. So if this is a child, of course, a child is a gift. You guys definitely are going to receive some news about something you've been waiting on. So if you've invested into something, you're going to receive like the fruit of that. You may even just get a gift, period. It could be Mother's Day that just passed too. And for those of you who are just finding out that like you're pregnant or somebody is pregnant, maybe it was like, I'm not going to say, I don't want to say a oops baby, but maybe it wasn't one that you intended to make, but it is a gift, okay? This is a gift. This is a blessing in disguise, Taurus, okay? Whatever this is. Why is the High Priestess? Ooh, the Lovers just came out. Why is the High Priestess and the Emperor here? I'm also getting here, somebody here is losing their minds. I don't know why I'm getting losing their mind or feeling like they're losing their minds. The High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess and the Emperor here? Message. Yeah, there's some news that somebody's going to hear some news. Some cases I feel like this is maybe a bittersweet moment or again a blessing in disguise, and for others of you, you may hear some news that may be like, I don't know, you may not be happy about this news, whatever it is. Let's see, Taurus, let's see what your message from the animals. Maybe you're in denial, maybe you can't believe this is happening, or you can't believe you got somebody pregnant, or you can't believe, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know if somebody's exactly all thrilled about it, you know. It says, now is the time for deep emotional healing. What did I say? You guys are going through a spiritual awakening. You could be going through the dark night of the soul. So that is very deep healing. That's when it ain't an easy cycle to be in, Taurus, at all. But all of that shadow work that you're doing, trust me, you're going to be happy you did it now than you waited later to do it. The rattlesnake. And it says the experiences that you're presently going through are an initiation into fulfilling your purpose as a Wow. So like I said, a lot of you guys are going through your spiritual awakening, and you may be feeling like, what the hell is going on? Why am I depressed? Why am I up and down? One minute I'm good, one minute I'm not. Why am I feeling lonely? Why am I crying out of the blue? You know, why is everything that I thought was going to be with me being removed? You know, it's like because you're going through a spiritual awakening. A lot of you guys have healing gifts. Okay, and I feel like this ability is in your family. This is your lineage. Like, you're not the only one who has gifts. This is in your family. So all of this serves a spiritual purpose, Taurus, if you can or cannot understand, okay? So that is what I have for you, Taurus. If I don't hear from you in your private sessions, please take care of yourself.